I'ma fly high, bluebird in the sky. I'ma be like bluebird in the sky. Yeah, bluebird in the sky. Everybody, bluebird in the sky. I'ma be like bluebird in the sky. I'ma be like bone black, sweet like a berry. Flying high like a canary. Okay. Scary with my hoodie on. Heading on my vibe on the street that you'll be feeling my frequency of the song. But I know that I ain't never ever gonna be ever the same. But I know. What's good? What's good? Shout out to everyone coming through. Welcome to the Kaizoran Experience. Today we're going to be going over a video by Kino Yves, a French cyclist / YouTuber who's been going across several different countries. Recently, he has a journey from Sudan through Ethiopia, through Kenya, through Uganda, and all the way into South Africa. That's where he wants to say he's ended this particular journey that he started. So today we're going to be looking at a video, right? Kino Yves, the French YouTuber / traveler, is going to actually speak to someone, right? A young boy, or rather young man from Sudan, from North Sudan, from the Darfur region. And he's going to express about this whole identity crisis going on with Sudanese people, Islam, Arabic, as well as, some of the consequences that this has had on the African nation over there. So without too much of talking, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment, and also, of course, share the video so that we can get to a wider audience. But yeah, without further ado, let's get it there. Let's try to understand a little bit about this part of West Africa. And also, if you want to support the channel, you can do so by joining Patreon or by joining the YouTube join section. I'll be putting some videos on membership only so that people can appreciate what it means to be a member. So let's get it.
That was right. Very good, very good.
Nice Kampala.
Yeah, nice, I like it.
Yeah, that's good. You came with motorcycle?
I came with motorcycle to the center and then I walked. I mean, your English is so good now.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, it's here, so.
Yeah, I think at this point, the refugee is English. And shout out, guys, this is a Sudanese refugee from the Darfur region, Western Sudan, not South Sudan, Western part of the country in Sudan, right? He's over there. He's going to give a little bit of a background history and explanation about what's really happening to the country. Yes, anti-trad. This is a North Sudanese brother from the Darfur region.
Nice. So it's been, how long? It's been a year you're here?
I have like 2 months, 3 months. Like 3 months.
Like 3 months here?
Yes, in this house. Okay. I was in boarding school.
You were in boarding school before?
Yes.
Okay.
This is where we live, man.
Okay.
So, what I find interesting is that when Africans work together, they can actually provide, a really good experience for different kinds of people. This is a Sudanese man who has been given refuge in Uganda, and Uganda is an interesting country. I talk SHIT about it sometimes, right, as I do all sorts of African countries. But Uganda has taken on millions of refugees, right? So when South Africans talk about them, having the most migrants, all that kind of stuff, the reality is Uganda is probably one of the most hospitable countries in the world by the simple virtue or fact that they take on millions of refugees, right? So that means millions of people, mostly Africans, right? And they give them a better life, right? This brother, right now, there's a war in Sudan between the Janjaweed and the government army. And of course, Janjaweed have actually committed genocide, or at least attempted to commit it before, in the Darfur region where this young man is from. And the government was even, batting an eye when that happened. But sooner or later, when the Janjaweed became powerful, as the government didn't anticipate, they now are fighting the government in order to have control and power. So it's the Janjaweed versus the government right now in the country of Sudan, right? So I'm going to see if I can find which countries, like a list, takes in the most refugees. But you'll see Uganda is doing relatively well, right? Because Uganda has a lot of refugees in its country, and it's very hospitable, right? You have Eritreans, you got Somalis, you got Ethiopians, you've got Sudanese from North Sudan, you got South Sudanese. Uganda really is one of the pinnacles of what Pan-Africanism is, as opposed to other countries like South Africa, which actually demonizes immigrants from coming to their country. They seem to be a lot more xenophobic, but Uganda seems to be a lot more xenophilic, especially around other African immigrants. Or how many yeah, let's see how much refugees Uganda have. So Uganda has the largest refugee host, Africa's largest refugee host, provides over 1.5 million people. So 1.5 million people. I'm sharing my screen so that you can see what I'm seeing as well. But that is a considerable number of people, because what that means is, of course, it is Uganda is actually practicing Pan Africanism, unlike other countries. Uganda is actually out there doing what everyone else should be doing. Look at that, right? So Uganda is Africa's largest refugee host, provides 1.5 million. Most refugees come from South Sudan, so a lot of them, 60%. The DRC, 32%, Somalia 3%, Burundi 3%, and of course you got recent migrants coming in from Eritrea and Ethiopia as well. So shout out to Uganda. Shout out to them.
This is the food you prepared. Cow leg. That's big. Cows have big legs. Nice. That looks beautiful.
Today we'll enjoy it.
Okay.
You just
Thank you, man.
Yeah, welcome. This is where we live for the students.
So this is where you live.
Yeah.
So you're two here.
Yeah, we are three.
Three.
Yes.
In you.
Here in bed, I'm sleeping.
So there is one bed here.
Yes.
One bed here.
And another one. There's another room.
And another one there.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Oh my God.
How was your journey?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it took a long time for me to get here.
This is our kitchen.
So this is better than the boarding school, or the boarding school was better?
Boarding school was.
Yeah, so as you can see, the refugee is living a good life. He's not being demonized. He's there enjoying what Uganda has created, peace and stability. And if you notice, there's certain countries that are peaceful and rather stable in Africa, and there's certain countries that are unstable, right? Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, South Africa, Namibia, Botswana. These are the pinnacle of Africa's country when it comes to stability, right? Economic ability, that's a whole separate question, right? That's more South Africa, Botswana, Kenya, those sort of countries. But the brother is living a good life right now in Uganda, hosted by the Ugandans who are not xenophobic.
It's better, but in boarding school they teach you like four or five subjects. But for me, I want to focus on the English.
Okay.
So that's why I come here. But boarding was good because when I was there, all people they speak English. That's why I learned very fast.
Okay.
Here outside, you live with Sudanese. Every time you speak.
Yeah, then you already speak Arabic and then you don't learn English.
That's the problem. Yeah, I want to learn different things. First English. After that, I want to go for solar. I told you.
Solar. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, solar is very successful in Sudan.
Sure.
Okay, so he wants to learn a trade, right? Installing, understanding, and how distributing solar technology is going to be a big thing in a large country like Sudan, whereby the landmass is massive, and you're going to be able to help out a lot of people. Thanks.
But now this war, man, is collapse everything.
Yeah,
So,
I imagine.
yeah.
How are things? Your family is still there, no?
My family is still there. How will they go?
How did they? So there is fights? No, there is no fights in Soba, no?
Yeah, there's no fight in Soba, but those rebel force, they are going there. They steal from those citizens.
Okay.
But yeah.
And inside Khartoum, there are still fights.
Khartoum is still fighting.
Still fighting now.
Still fighting.
It's
That
been-
still even 1 week ago that place is called Senior Markazi. Yeah, airplane shoot some innocent people. Many died.
Really?
1 week.
Because it's been like almost a year. It's like this now, no?
Yeah, it's almost a year. Yeah.
Oh
And
my
this is the causes of our government. He brought those terrorism to kill South Sudanese and Nuba Mountains citizens and Darfurians.
Yeah.
But when those people, they spend so long time with the government, now they attack the government.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those Janjaweed.
Janjaweed. It's still.
Yes. Those people they made by our government.
That's the people who killed the Darfur people. No?
Yes, Darfurian. Yeah. And before many years ago, those government is the one who supports those people. He's the one who supports those Janjaweed to kill people in Nuba Mountain,
Yeah.
to kill people in South Sudan also, and in Darfur.
Janjaweeds, they're called, no?
Janjaweed, yeah, Janjaweed. Yeah.
Yep, the brother's talking facts. So obviously this is YouTube mentioning things like genocide. We'll get your channel. Let's just not demonetized, but you'll get it put on the backside of YouTube because it is not clean for advertisers, right? So this tribe over here in Darfur, right? They were heavily targeted by the Janjaweed, and they were committing more or less a genocide. They wanted to remove the people from their land and take control, and also convert the remaining ones into Arabs, right? This is actually, the whole Janjaweed thing is Arab supremacy, coming specifically from this whole issue here, whereby the government actually empowered the Janjaweed, and then of course, as a result, the Janjaweed started becoming too powerful. Now the Janjaweed, after being empowered by the government to fight people like these, right? The government and the Janjaweed are in power, in a fight and struggle for power right now, because the Janjaweed became powerful enough to tell the government that actually, no, we want full control over here right now. And this is an issue that's going on in a lot of African countries. We seriously do need to figure out an alternative way of actually conducting things, right? Because if we don't fix this, unfortunately, we're going to be in problems, right? That's how Africa works, unfortunately, over there.
That's why South Sudan, they got the independence because of racists. There's no justice in Sudan.
Yeah, there is no justice, so they have to.
There's no justice here for black man. Yeah. Those Arab Islamic regime. That's why Dictator John, he fought about that thing.
Yeah.
Because how can Sudan be Arab country when people are African?
Yeah, people are African. It's not an Arab country.
Like, yeah, we cannot be. They say we are Arab by our tongue, but how can you say if anyone speak Arabic is Arabic man?
Yeah.
That is not true. Now, like some people, they Africans, they speak English. Are they England?
No, it doesn't mean, when Kenyans speak English, and it doesn't mean they are English.
Yeah, but that's...
I have to push, or how do I open the door?
You pull this and then...
I pull the nail, it's okay. Okay. So to explain to you the situation in Darfur, so in the 11th century, an Arab tribe migrated to the Upper Nile, and they slowly Arabicized all this region. That's why, after the centuries, all the region of the Nile in Sudan became Arab, was Arabicized. But Darfur is very, very far from from the Nile River, and that's why it was never Arabicized. And what happens right now? Hello. And what happens right now? Hello, how are you? Fine. And what happens right now, actually, since 2003, probably it started before, but the war itself, the Darfur war, started in 2003. So it's the local people of Darfur, as you see. So they are complaining about being discriminated by the Arabs. The people of Darfur are complaining about being forced to become Arabs, basically, and they don't want to become Arabs. Because of that, they fight for their rights to be accepted as Africans. And because of that, the government sponsored some militias that are basically created this Darfur war, where hundreds of thousands of people died. So basically, yeah, it's what's going on there. It's sadly, it's the forbidden words on YouTube, but it's ethnic cleansing. It's considered a genocide because, yeah, people from Darfur refuse to become Arabs, and the Arabs who rule Sudan want to force them to become Arabs. Basically, to make it quick, that's what happens in Darfur, and it's very sad because nobody cares. Let's go back to see Gamer. You're behind the door?
Yeah, let me open it for you.
Okay.
I want to waste the plate.
Okay. So how much do you pay here?
We are paying like $100 per month.
$100.